Find a type beat you like on YouTube, copy link, YouTube to MP3, download, you can exit out of this, launch your FL Studio, click and drag, place it after it's launched. Make sure you turn off the song pattern mode button so it's gray and not orange. Control scroll down to zoom out or zoom in. Middle mouse button to move your view around. Make sure to select the draw tool or hit P on your keyboard. Go to view mixer, select insert 1, right click it, hover over file. You open your file full effects here, which only uses FL Studio plugins except for Spitfish, which is free. Select insert 2, go to options, audio settings, make sure it's on FL Studio Audio. These are the settings. Click none at the right. In 1, in 2. Lower that knob down here to the master. You're going to make sure that's at 0. You press R, you'll see the recording shows so that when you hit space, it will be recording your voice. You can hit space again to stop it. Make sure to hit R again to turn off the recording before you resume. It will be recording your voice. It's going to sound quiet and dry. That's why we have to add it to the effects mixer. So double click it, scroll up 1 to get on track 1, and then hover over the mode. Scroll up twice to go to smooth. You can exit out. Hold control, scroll up to zoom in, trim it like such. It will be recording your voice. That's essentially it. Let's try it with some lyrics. Now let's say you just messed up, which we always do. So you hit space to stop it, hit Control Z to undo it, hit space, that'll be gone. So we have our recording, hit R, double click, track 1, smooth bleeding, exit out, trim the sides. And let's say you recorded one long thing. We're gonna remove our breaks where we could be breathing, and you don't want that. So this is a pretty obvious one here. You see, you can't hear the breath even though the line is flat. We're gonna hit C on our keyboard to select the slice tool, drag up, and then with your left mouse button to cut it, and then with the right mouse button, you'll see it changes color. This will delete the selection, and then hit P on your keyboard to maybe adjust it more, and now you'll have silence in between your breaths. Goes away. Don't be a fool. Alrighty, now I will further edit it. Now we're done here. We're gonna right click this green dot to solo it or have all the tracks audible. And let's say you wanted to edit your effects as you will with every beat, because if you double click on the beat file, you know, some are louder, some are quieter, some just you know, work differently. So we're going to select our effects channel in the mixer, and I like to edit the limiter, the ceiling for the max volume that comes out, or the reverb knob, see how much is allowed to go through, but it should be good. Let me teach you a quick method for the free. This is how you make 2 bands in a day, or maybe 3. Now let's say you're a rapper that wants ad-libs. A lot of them do, alright? And you even want your ad-libs to have a different sound. So let's go to the mixer, click the third track, right click it, file, open track state. It's gonna be this one, which has picture, reverb, you know, all these, right? And then be sure at the bottom left here, you click that to disconnect it from the mixer, and then click effects 1. This will send all the effects to also be applied on the normal effects. And now we record the ad-libs over them. Now we're gonna double click it, drag it up to 3 instead of 1. We're gonna make sure the track is on 3, and drag this up to here, hit C, chop here, and repeat this process. Now if you don't want auto-tune, you can replace it with none. No more auto-tune. And now you wanna align them right, you just zoom into them, move it left and right. Make sure that if you select this snap to grid magnet at the top here, it's on none. Okay, now you can review your final product. Now if you wanted to export it, File, Export. I prefer MP3 files because they're a smaller file size. You can title it whatever. Hit save. It will be on MP3, or you could still change it to WAV if you want. And then I raise the MP3 bit rate all the way up. The slider here. You hit start, and you can play it from wherever you saved it. My dealer cut in product, so I had to switch. I got 2 bitches and they look like Lilo and Stitch. Never ran from the mud, no I never snitched. Plug make me sing, he give me a perfect pitch.